Hi, this is Marvin Plackett, and today is Monday, January 25th. Greetings to all residents, to all staff, and to all guests. I hope that your Monday, this bright, shiny day here, at least in the Twin Cities, is going well for you. We currently have 2 active COVID cases at this time. We're delighted. Obviously, our numbers continue to decrease. That's terrific. And once again, we have no residents with COVID-19. Those two they're both staff, and they are at home recovering. We wish them well. So delighted with our progress on this front. Vaccines, it is accelerating throughout all of Episcopal homes. We're so delighted about that. So going back almost 4 weeks ago and taking us through the end of next week, pretty much everybody, we believe, is going to have had the chance to have gotten the first dose of the vaccine. So between this week and next week, as you know, at Episcopal Church Home and the Gardens, they've already had their vaccines. Again, it's been a few weeks ago. Cardi Heights, Kings Crossing last week. Today, Iris Park Commons. And the rest are getting already scheduled, or will be scheduled very soon. Again, we believe that by the end of next week, all residents and all staff will have been offered the vaccine, the first round. Some will have already gotten their second round by the end of next week, but not all. But at least by the end of next week, we anticipate all will have received or have been offered the first round of the vaccine. And we sure embrace this vaccine. We are hoping that everybody, every single person, is going to take this vaccine. It is the best weapon that we have against this virus. So delighted. This is very exciting that this vaccine is here at Episcopal Homes. It's terrific. So if you're wondering about your particular community, in case you haven't heard any updates, stay tuned, because the manager of your community will be in touch with you, the residents or family members. There will be notices put out, communication will be put out, emails, so stay tuned. And just a reminder that it's between the Minnesota Department of Health and the 2 primary pharmacy changes of Walgreens and CVS pharmacies that determine the scheduling of the communities. We keep pressing hard, we keep pushing hard, we keep reminding them we're here. But ultimately, they are the ones that make that decision. And when I said all communities of Episcopal Homes are going to be getting that vaccine, that includes Beckettwood. And of course, Beckettwood is owned by those that live there, but we've been the managers ever since we're the ones that built it now almost 40 years ago. Delighted that Beckettwood is getting the vaccine here as well. It's terrific. I want to read a couple of excerpts from the Star Tribune front page article this morning and from a New York Times article yesterday. In fact, this first article, even though it's front page of the Star Tribune, it in fact is an article from the New York Times, and the article is titled "Pandemic Out of Control, U.S. Warned." The COVID-19 pandemic is out of control like a plane in a nosedive, President Joe Biden's nominee for Secretary of Health and Human Services said Sunday, echoing Biden's recent prediction about the months ahead. You've heard him say that it's going to get worse. Regrettably, based on where we're at with these out-of-control spread right now in America, it's going to get worse before it gets better over the next few months. And now to read just a few lines from an article in yesterday's New York Times. The title is "Why Vaccines Alone Will Not End the Pandemic." The coronavirus pandemic in the U.S. has raged almost uncontrollably for so long that even if millions of people are vaccinated, millions more will still be infected and become ill unless people continue to wear masks and maintain social distancing measures until midsummer or later, according to a new model by scientists at Columbia University. Jumping ahead here, there is no doubt that getting vaccinated protects the recipient. Still, several infectious disease researchers contacted by the New York Times cautioned that it would be months before enough people in the United States will have gotten the shots to allow for normal life to begin again. Jumping ahead again, Social distancing, masking, and other measures should remain in place until late July, and that may be optimistic, said Dr. Shaman. Otherwise, yet another resurgence of the virus is possible. There are people who are going to want to relax the controls we have in place, Dr. Shaman said. If we start thinking, we've got a vaccine, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, we can stop in a couple of months, that's way too soon. The coming months are critical in the race to reduce new infections and deaths. So, this is what I've been reading from the experts for now a couple of months. And that is that even though the vaccine is here at Episcopal Homes, it's in fact going to be several months before we can stop wearing our masks and the social distancing, our physical distancing, and maybe that's optimistic, as this one specialist said. I'm not the expert. I am not an epidemiologist. I'm not a scientist. And that's why I'm listening to them. I'm paying attention to what do the infectious disease specialists advise for us, because they know way more about this than I do. Probably way more than you do as well. And so that's where I'm paying attention, and that's the communication that we are going to be distributing at Episcopal Homes over and over. So for now, here are the operative words. Whether or not you get the vaccine, maybe you've gotten the vaccine, or will be very soon, we still, all of us, must be vigilant with our face mask wearing and with our physical distancing for the next several months. That's the reality, okay? We still have to pay that price. Okay, let's switch from that heavy topic to the lighter reading of this week's birthdays. Okay, so this week, Wade Tobin at the Terrace, Mary Hassel at Cornelia House. Is it Hassel? Mm-hmm. Okay, Mary Hassel at Cornelia House, Kathleen Stack at the Terrace, Mary Strandness at Midway Point, Elsa Gibson, Midway Point, Thu Nguyen at King's Crossing, Diane Wittenberg, Iris Park Commons, Jean Ambrose, Seabury, and Irma Knighton at Episcopal Church Home. Happy birthday to all of you. All right, everyone, you take care, all right? Be good to yourselves, be good to your neighbors, love one another, and I look forward to seeing you on Thursday. Bye-bye.